get to spend quality time with them, as opposed to rushing on Thanksgiving or Christmas or something like that to try to visit everybody. That's it. Thank you. What's your question?
How come we get the worse off? She's the better half. The worse half.
Actually, I vote for the better half to do the presentations next time.
That's what I want.
Second.
And if you like to know about the business part of it, that has really given my life back. I with all the running around, I forgot to bring cards with me. But if you want to give me your card, I'll be happy to talk to you about it. I will be leaving on Monday though to Florida, but if you want, I can call you from over there.
Including the Dexter episode, yeah. The Dexter country.
Dex.
Yeah. Anyone familiar with Dexter? Whatever someone says Miami.
Steve?
Yes.
Is there what we call a corporate rate? Let's say a person has a company or an organization, like 500 members. Do you have a special corporate rate for that?
That's a great question. In Canada, currently we don't have it yet, but in the United States we do have a B2B, business-to-business membership. I don't know when it's going to be available in Canada because we just recently opened Canada. And Canada is very, very particular as far as network marketing companies and what the regulations are. But yeah, hopefully we'll bring that here. But we do have that available in the United States where you can give that as a benefit to your clients.
So what is your position in this whole system? Do you use the system? Do you just sell as one of hundreds? What?
Yep, I'm part of it. I'm part of the organization. I basically own my own business.
Okay. So you get a share out of every sale, right?
I get a share of every sale that goes, yes, as far as my downline is concerned. The people that are in my organization. Absolutely. We get residual income. You can get to the point where you can actually travel for free. I'll give you an example. One of my mentors, David Peach, is a retired chiropractor. This guy was a very successful chiropractor, but when I heard his story, I could really identify with him as far as being time broke and my mind not ever being able to go on vacation. This guy had a very successful chiropractic practice. In 4 years, he was able to get out of chiropractic, quadruple his income. He's gone on 47 vacations. One of them that he talks about was just like the trip of a lifetime with us. He took his entire family to Israel, Petra, I think it was Egypt, Mount Sinai. Basically, he called his Holy Land tour with his entire family. The whole thing was about $19,000. When he got home, took his receipts, faxed them back. Company cut him a check for $19,000. Powerful stuff. So when people ask me what do you do, I say I'm a lifestyle trainer because it really is about lifestyle, right? Reducing stress, having fun. There's a lot to be said about health, right? But there's also a lot to be said about taking time off and enjoying life and de-stressing and just decompressing from the everyday hustle and bustle of life. Any more questions?
The worst half's not so bad, eh?
I'm getting working. It's work in progress.
That's awesome.
And Steve, if I could comment too, for those of us who travel a lot on business, it's worth getting the membership because you can book your own trips and ride them off. So when I was in a travel company, I used to have to fly a lot, and I like to stay at the Fairmonts wherever I go. I don't stay in anything less quality than a Fairmont. If you've been in a Fairmont bed, you'll understand. So I had my own membership, so when I stayed at the Fairmont, it was $49 a night. Plus, if they know you're a travel agent on property, they sometimes include wine and chocolates. So they roll out the red carpet for you when you're on property.
This is not a travel agent.
Right. Yeah, I'm just talking about when I did it. So there's lots of perks that Steve can get into, but the point I'm trying to make is you can, if you travel a lot on business, get that membership because you have to travel.
And the cool thing is, if you got friends and family that travel, send them to your website. They're gonna get a good deal, and you're gonna get to, get reward points that you can use it towards a dream trip or travel.
quick question. Just, I was part of a travel company before. I'm looking for a new one to be a part of. But I used about, I save maybe 10, 20 grand a year just using one of these systems. Do you get rebates or commissions back on your flights as well?
Flights are non-commissionable,
Okay.
unfortunately. But and we used to have that before, where you can get cash back on hotels and cars.
Okay.
We moved away from that because, and I forget what they call it. Is you know, there was companies out there who were posing as travel agents, and that became a big problem. Okay, so one of the things I love about World Ventures is we're very compliant, and we want to make sure that I mean, there's a lot of people making a lot of money, and the company doesn't want to jeopardize that lifestyle that some of the top, you know, some of the top leadership has grown. So now instead, we do get reward points. So you book a flight on your own website, and you get travel dollars, and you can use that towards a future vacation or trip.
But having said that, if anyone here is just looking to book a couple of great holidays, you have someone in the group who's already doing it and knows how to use the system effectively. So I'm sure that there is incentives that you can offer to Bridgemakers for anyone who gets a vacation and so on. Is there any way that we can set up a relationship between one and the other, or?
I'd have to think about that because, like I said, because and here's the thing, guys. And a lot of people knock down network marketing, but the fact is that network marketing is an amazing industry, and the companies that have been able to stay through thick and thin usually have amazing products, okay? And they're compliant, and you know, it feels like you're always kind of going against the grain. And because of that, we have to be very careful as far as incentives and what we can or cannot do. Like the incentives that we have in the U.S. are not available in Canada because Canada has certain laws in place that we have to abide by and we have to respect.
But if you don't want to open your own business in tourism, travel, we have someone in the group who can.
And I'm actually talking to somebody that maybe wants to give memberships to their clients. Like, you know, if you sell a $10 million house, right, and you want to give something to your client, you know, you're going to have a pretty big commission coming back. You know, give them membership for a year, and if they like it, then they can continue. Then you can transfer. By the way, your business center, if you decide that you want to get into the business of it, it's actually transferable, sellable, willable. Okay. You know, one of the keynote speeches that I heard one of our leaders talk about is we want this to be an asset to our children's children. All right. So.
Okay.
All right. Any more questions?
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Can I get some feedback also? Because I'm like really nervous. I don't know if you can tell, but
I've seen a lot of presenters, especially in network marketing. I believe in the industry, and I'm working with some incredible trainers in the industry, and you know, I believe in it in my heart, my soul. And I think that, you know, you're so confident, you're so grounded, and you really believe in your product, and you're really communicating the value super effectively. And I just want to say kudos to you for that, because it's all about communicating value, and I'll definitely refer people with you and like to have a conversation. So,
awesome.
Create a win-win.
I have feedback for you. I've met Steven a number of times at a different meetup where the format is completely different, where basically you're supposed to put everything in some really short presentation. And honestly, you weren't doing very well at those other things. I'm amazed with this presentation. That was really good. You were really good. That rang a lot of bells. I think it was great. I think you do still need to work on that short thing because it doesn't get you here. So once you're here, you're doing really good. So I think this one doesn't have any problems. This is great.
Yeah.
You have to figure out a way how to get people to see this.
Yeah. With that pitch, I was trying something new, so it didn't work, and I'm just gonna throw it out and start over. Coach?
Do you have a presentation online that, like, you know, you're here with a finite number of people.
Yeah.
But let's say we have some people that might be interested. Do you have a really simple, impactful way where we can send them somewhere and in 5 minutes or 10 minutes they really get it and want to know more?
I got a 15-minute presentation that covers the trips and also the business side of it.
Voice, video.
Yeah, it's a video.